Every day is every day, Gotta look beautiful, Not every day look like me. But anywho, y'all, my head is well shaped. That's how beautiful I am. Look at my ears. It's so pointy. It almost looks like a dwarf or a leprechaun. Who knows? I don't know, but it looks amazing on me. Do you think so or not? Because I do. Having these ears. People will focus on. There's one. Actually, when I found Eustis, so I was like, that day I had to drive my sister to work, right? And I was driving. It was like a four-way stop sign, first come first serve, So I got there first, and I looked to the left and to the right and whatnot. So I was proceeding to make a right? So I turned the wheel to make a right, and then I saw a small, it was very small. It was like that small, maybe like that big of a turtle. And I was like, what is that? And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, it's very small. It could be anything, It could be a small lizard. It could be like a turtle, right? And I was like, trying to like think it could be a turtle, right? So I stopped the car really fast, not even putting it in park, right? And the car jerked, And I was like, okay. So I jumped out the car, and then I was like, I looked, and I come closer, and I come closer. I was like, what is that? And then I was like, I picked it up. I was like, I looked at it. I was like, I looked at the shell, and then I saw his little head, and I saw a tail. I was like, automatically, I was like, turtle, maybe because I'm a turtle lover, and I'm like, everything is a turtle, Anything I see will look like a pebble or so. That could be a turtle, And I was like, it could be a turtle. So I picked it up. I was like this. I was like, turn it to the side. I was like, I'm gonna name you, I don't know. And then I looked, and then I remember, oh yeah, I still have to go bring my sister to work, right? So I picked him up. I scooped him up in my hand. I was like, we're gonna be best friends, So I put him in the car, and it was like, you know what a cup holder is? I put him in there, and we was just driving along. But as I was trying, when I touched him, he was very hot. His body was like, his temperature was very hot. It was like just very hot. So I was like, when I get to or I'm trying to like put some water on under the drink holder, so he have like a little bit of moist under him, and his little his little belly, it was not fully like developed or not like absorbed yet. So I put the water under him so it could absorb it and get a little bit of like not coldness, but like a little bit of water so it can be moist. So I kept driving along until I got to her work, right? And I came back, and then I came back home, and then I was like, well, how can I sneak him into the house, I was like, this is gonna work, So I was like, I'm gonna sneak him in one way or another, right? So I like take out all the stuff out of my purse and then put him in there, right? And then I brought him in the house, right? And then I was like, my hand got tired. So I put him into the house, and I start putting him into the box, and then I put like, it was like a container. It was like a what's that called? Like a plastic little cup thingy, and I put it with water and such, and then I put him in there, and he was just swimming in there. So I was like, I'm gonna call you, what is my favorite anime anime or cartoon? So I was like, I was watching Courage the Cowardly Dog at that moment, and then I was like, what can I call him? Can I call him Courage? Because he had courage to like walk across the street, and wait until like cars stop and whatnot. And then I was like, nah, that's too similar, I was like, how about Eustis? So that's how he got the name Eustis. And then I show him the peaweed, and it was Eustis was like if you know the term of a uki and a semi, peaweed was a semi, and Eustis was like a uki. He always tried to get like praise from peaweed. It was so weird. But anywho, peaweed didn't like that he was sharing the time with me, so I was like, anywho, he's gonna get over it someday, or one day or another, And I actually found Eustis, I think August the 6th, or it was somewhere close to my birthday. So because my birthday is August the 12th, I think it was the 6th or the 7th. I found Eustis, and that's how he was an August baby, because I found him on August 6th. So I was like, you know what? That's going to be his birthday, and that's how I'm going to show it off, And that's how I found Eustis. I'll put some clips into there. So this is how I got Eustis. This is the first time I'm seeing this video from this long time now. So there's peaweed, and so now I'm just cleaning out the cage. Actually, it's not a cage, it's just a box, or some random box, I found in my room, So I filled it with paper and put like a little fountain for Eustis to go in. And so he liked the fountain, and he always liked just to go in there to swim. And I usually put his food in there because I don't know if he know how to eat right. So I break it up in small, tiny pieces so he could fit it in his mouth. Because one time I put like these big chunks of shrimps in there, and it took him a while to like break them up and chew it and swallow it, right? And I was like, since I'm doing it for Eustis, I should do it for Pee-wee too, because you can't pick favorites, because they're both turtles, One is just soft and one of them is just yellow slider turtle, So I was like, I'm gonna chop them all up for both of them. And at that time I was feeding them, I think, shrimps and the pebble, right? I had to break up the pebble for Eustis as well. I had to break it into like 4 little pieces, right? And this is a picture of Eustis right now. Don't he look amazing? So now I'm taking out Eustis's cage now. See the little blanket and the little sheet and then a little cardboard little box thing? Oh, there's Eustis right there. So that's where he was hiding. I don't know if he was just playing into that small little container. So I put him in there, right? And now it was so cute. I saw Pee-wee, and then I was like, look at this Eustis, right? So Eustis climbs in there without no water. He tried to climb in it, but I had to push it down so he can fully get in there. And I was like, that is so cute, So I was like, that's going to be a good time, And yeah.